Hello everyone, I am Dr. Souvik Patra, Assistant Professor, Department of Civil Engineering, Swami Vivekananda Institute of Science and Technology. Today we will cover a lecture from the Module 4 of the subject Energy Science and Engineering, and today's topic is Solar Chimney Project. After completion of the lecture, the students will able to learn about what is Solar Chimney Project, what is the component presence in solar chimney, what are the advantages and application of the solar chimney project, and what are the disadvantages of the solar chimney project. Now if we start that what is solar chimney, that solar chimney also known as a solar updraft tower. Solar updraft tower means you can see there are vertical towers are attached to a building. In that tower the hot air will move upward, so this tower is basically known as your solar updraft tower, and it is a renewable energy technology that use solar energy to generate electricity or to create a natural ventilation effect. Now what are the potential benefits of this solar chimney project? So if we summarize or point it, there are main three benefits of solar chimney project. The first one is uses renewable solar energy, so as we use the solar energy to harness the electricity, so it will reduce the dependency on the fossil fuels. It also helps to generate electricity from renewable sources. It also offers passive cooling or ventilation solution in a buildings. So passive cooling or ventilation solution in a building means that if we want to control the indoor environment of our building, so we can take the help of solar chimney. So through solar chimney, what we can do that in the winter we can keep warm the indoor environment, as well as in the summer season we can also keep the indoor environment cooler. So these are the three benefits of solar chimney project. Now as a civil engineer, so if we want to develop a solar chimney, so first we need to learn about, or you need to know that what is the principles involved in a solar chimney. There are main 4 steps are involved in a solar chimney project. That first one is the solar heating, that will heat the air. After that the heated air will move upward and it will create an updraft, and from that updraft motion we can harness the energy. Now you can see here that solar heating means this is a collector. So this black line shows the collector surface, and it is basically your transparent, or so that the air in that zone, the air will be heated. So if the air is become heated, it will become lighter, so it will go upward as there is no outlet is present. So the air will go upward and it will create a air movement. The third step is that updraft. The rising air creates an updraft that flows upwards through the chimney structures. Now if we install a turbine, as you can see in this figure here, you can see if we install a turbine, then what will happen, this updraft or the movement of the air will rotate the turbine, and from this we can create electricity. Now in a solar chimney, what are the components are involved? That is generally there are 5 components are there of a solar chimney. The first one is a base, solar collector, chimney tower, turbine, and airflow conduct. Now the base is basically this zone. This zone is known as the base. That means the area beneath the solar collector where air is heated is often includes the ground and sometimes additional features like ducts or ventilation or shaft. So in the base we can include the duct in which the air is flowing, the base or the ground on which the whole chimney will be constructed. So this is the base. Now solar collector basically in this figure you can find that shiny portion here. These shiny portions are basically your solar collector. What will happen when sun rays come, it will the sun heats will absorb in this solar collector. So beneath the solar collector there is a empty spaces there, or duct is present there. In that the air will be heated. After that the heated air will move to the chimney. Then the third component of solar chimney is chimney tower. It is basically a tall vertical structures and hollow or cylindrical, you can say, and the typical height generally of the solar chimney is restricted to 500 meters, or it will be more, and that solar chimney tower allows the warm air to rise through it. It is often made of concrete, or we can use also steel, but if you go for steel it will be much more costlier, and concrete is lesser. But another disadvantage of concrete is that it is much more heavier and you cannot dismantle it later. So if if you want to destroy or decommission a solar chimney farm, then you have to completely demolish the concrete structures. But in case of steel, the advantage is that we can fabricate the steel component and we can create the whole structure. After that, we can also disassemble the component of the chimney, then we can install it elsewhere, somewhere else. Then the turbine, you can see a turbine is present here. So along the in the path of the air movement, if we install a turbine, then the rotation of the turbine will produce your electricity energy. Now we can also produce more energy by placing more turbines. So in that case, you can see, if we in the vertical, this is the vertical chimney part, if we install a turbine here, we can also install a turbine in this place. Also we can install a turbine in this place. So 3 turbine can be placed. So simultaneously from the 3 turbine we can get more energy. Airflow conduct, that is the pathways or for directing air from the solar collector into the chimney, optimizing the airflow and ensuring maximum efficiency. So these are the 5 basic components of solar chimney. Now so till now we have learned about what is the basics of solar chimney and what are the key steps and what are the components of a solar chimney are present there. Now what is the application of solar chimney? As we know that it is a replacement of your reducing or the dependency on fossil fuels like coal or oil. So application of solar chimneys are basically in the field of electricity generation. The main purpose that in solar chimney power plant, the rising air drives the turbine connected to a generator and it will produce electricity. The second benefit, that is the benefit also and the application, that is your ventilation. So basically the natural updraft can be used for passive cooling or ventilation in the building or the greenhouse gases. So it will basically if the chimney is or the ventilation process is attached with the chimney is attached with the building or a particular room, then the indoor environment of the indoor quality of the room will be enhanced. That means it will reduce your harmful volatile gases or greenhouse gases. This kind of things will be lesser. Energy storage also we can go for application like energy storage. Now it can also use for in hybrid systems, like with it will be if the solar like for example, like we have suppose we have a solar chimney here, okay, and we have also some like solar panels here, okay. Now energy storage means, and the hybrid system means, suppose I have a battery here, okay, so we can connect the we can store the electricity in this battery from the solar chimney. As well we can connect with your solar cell, or also other windmill or any kind of renewable sources of energy sources are present there, we can connect to a single storage system. So that is basically hybrid systems. Hybrid systems means basically that not only one more than one energy sources will be connected to a single grid or a storage system. And agriculture applications, like solar chimney can integrate into agriculture systems for providing natural airflow in barns, storage facilities, or even crop drying. So in that cases we can also apply the solar chimney. Now what are the design? So as a civil engineer we need to focus on the what are the construction steps involved for solar chimney, or what are the design consideration, that's mean what are the parameters we should consider for the design of your solar chimney. That the first thing that we require is the size of the chimney. Usually the height of the chimney plays a crucial role in the efficiency of the system, as the whole air will move through this chimney. So if the chimney is much taller, then it will create more intense updraft, and if the updraft is more intense, then it will create more electricity. That means the rotation of the turbine will be more. So the diameter and cross section area of the chimney must also be optimized to balance the airflow and the structural integrity. So in summary we can say that the longer solar chimney tower will produce more electricity. Now the collector area, so as we know, as large the collector area will be, so it will create more heat. As it will absorb more heat, then it will heat air in an enhanced manner. So the collector should be large enough to capture sufficient solar energy to heat the air below. The design must account for the efficiency of the material used for the collector. That's mean we need to use such kind of material, that's mean which can absorb more heat, so that if the heat is the absorbed heat is more, then it will also transfer to the beneath air, cool air. Now material selection. So for the collector area, in the materials we should consider that which is the conductivity will be higher, thermal conductivity will be higher, and it will be durable. That's mean if the solar radiation hit the collector area, so the heat should be transmitted to the air present beneath the collector area. So that's mean, suppose if you have, this is the solar chimney area and this area is your collected area. So if the collected area, the conductivity is higher, then in beneath what is the air is present, then it will be heated more and then more output will be created. Now turbine placement. Now in the previous figure you have seen that a single turbine is present there. So as I have discussed also, we can also install multiple turbines. So turbines should be placed at the base of the chimney where the air pressure is highest. So you can say at this zone, the junction, in this base zone, the air pressure will be the highest, and the design of the turbine can be horizontal or vertical. That's mean, suppose we have a chimney like this, so we can place a chimney here, turbine here. So that is the vertical turbine. We can also place the turbine here and here also, and air is flowing in this direction, in this direction, and in this direction. So these turbines are known as horizontal turbine, and this turbine is known as your vertical turbine. Now integration with the system. So if in my home or in the solar chimney farm, adjacent to this there solar cell farm, solar panel is present or windmill is present, so we can integrate all these things together. Now energy efficiency and environmental impact of this solar chimney project. That basically solar chimney, as we until now we have understand that the solar chimney completely rely on the sun's energy. So it is completely a renewable energy sources, and the emission of the greenhouse gases is negligible or doesn't create any produce any type of greenhouse gases. So in terms of energy efficiency, the solar chimney are generally more efficient in areas with high sunlight and low humidity. So where the sunlight will be higher, so it will the collector will absorb more energy. And the humidity, why humidity is necessary? Because that when moisture is present in the air, that what will happen, that the weight of the air will be much more higher rather than the dry air. So if the mass is higher, then that updraft, that which is responsible for the rotation of the turbine, will be lesser. The energy produced is renewable and clean, as it does not rely on fossil fuel, so it is a completely sustainable source of energy. Now the efficiency of the system can be influenced by factors such as the geographical location, time of year, and the temperature gradients. That means the energy efficiency means that the production of the electricity energy from a solar chimney basically depends on three factors, that the geographical location, time of the year, and temperature. Geographical location, if we place the solar chimney close to your equator, where the sun's sun rays generally is maximum, then in that cases we can generate much more electricity. And also the time of year, as you know, in summer the sun's heat is much more than the winter, so the time of the year is also responsible, and the temperature gradients. Now environmental impact of this, as it is a renewable sources, so positive impact will be that the solar chimney reduce greenhouse gas emission as they harness solar energy instead of burning fossil fuels. So in that case we can reduce the greenhouse gases. If we reduce the amount of greenhouse gases, then the temperature of the surrounding environment will also be reduced. Now what the negative environment is, that it is basically related to the construction of the solar chimney project. So large scale solar chimney may have some environmental impact, including land use, material extraction, though this is minimal compared to the traditional power plant. So that means, suppose if you are going to construct a coal power plant, the less area will be required for, and the construction cost will be lesser for your solar chimney project. However, I should mention this, that the energy produced by a single solar chimney project and the coal power plant there is difference. The coal power plant, the production of the energy will be much more higher in case of your coal power plant. Now this is the project. So till now we have not constructed, or we have not till now introduced the solar chimney project as a common or readily practiced source of energy. So there are some challenges and limitations of this solar chimney project. The first is high initial cost. So if you are going to construct a solar chimney project, the cost will be higher. And there is also limitation of the location. That's mean if you cannot install this kind of thing at polar regions or away from the equator zones. That's mean that the sun's rays intensity will be lesser if you go away from the equator. So it also depend on the geographical location. So there is a limitations. Land use, so single, if you want to use a multiple tower chimney tower, then it will occupy a large area. So at present days, the availability of such kind of large open area is very what I say, very challenging. Now efficiency, while solar chimneys are environmentally friendly, but their efficiency power generation is lesser rather than photovoltaic cell and or concentrated solar power. Wind and temperature variability also influence the production of the energy from solar chimney. That is basically the efficiency of the system is influenced by local wind patterns and temperature variation, which may affect the consistency of the energy production. That's mean if the some there is cloud is there, so you can imagine a situation that the cloud is above, so the sun rays cannot the complete sun rays cannot hit the absorber. So in that case also the production of the energy will be lesser. So these are the challenges and limitations. And these are the references books you can study further for details of the solar chimney project. Thank you, and I hope I have make you clear about the solar chimney project. Thank you.